Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 626 days since a full crowd has been inside the Spurlock Center for a Franklin College men's basketball game. It is your Franklin College Grizzlies taking on the visiting Otterbein Cardinals in the season opener here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. The last time a full crowd was here inside the Spurlock Center was February 22nd of 2020. On that night, the Franklin College Grizzlies won its first HCAC regular season title since 2007 and was also now current president Kerry Prather's final regular season home game as head coach of the Grizzlies. Then the COVID-19 pandemic hit in March and things all went away in sports. But then college basketball got to come back once again, a bet in a 2-month time span. All the changes came a new head coach in Brian Leibowitz, who led the Grizzlies to their first HCAC tournament championship since that 2007-2008 season on March 10th, 2021. The fans are finally back now to celebrate with their defending and reigning HCAC tournament champions as they're getting ready to try and defend that title and maybe even add a regular season title along with a back-to-back HCAC conference tournament title. Now, on to the Grizzlies. Last season's seniors Ishmael Jones, Sam Gutierrez, Peyton Mills, and Danny Goggins accounted for 63% of the Grizzlies' points in that shortened 2-month season. So the Grizzlies will be looking for some new options. One of those options will be senior Matt Krause, who was the HCAC tournament MVP. He averaged 11.2 points per game and 10.2 rebounds per game a year ago. Also coming on the court tonight for Grizzlies will be senior Lucas Swan, who appeared mostly as a reserve in that COVID season, but it is his final year as the most experienced guard for the Grizzlies, so look to him to be making plays on the outside. But not just those two seniors, also juniors Ryan Wiggins and Carter Crow are expected to make more appearances this season for the Grizzlies, with the Mooresville, Indiana native Wright making an immediate impact as a true freshman last year, making 13 starts and averaging 9.0 points per game on 43% shooting while drawing the toughest matchups on defense every game. Wright will not start in tonight's Wright will be starting in tonight's game. He'll be inside for the Grizzlies along with the other 4 players. Meanwhile, for the visiting Otterbein Cardinals, they are returning most of their 2020-2021 team, including the top 7 scoring players from that squad. The number 1 scoring player from that team is junior Dallas Patrick, who led the Ohio Athletic Conference in scoring with 21 points per game, as well as ranking 2nd in rebounds that year for the Cardinals. Bryson Lane, Justin Carter, Reed Black, Cam Evans, and Jake Justice all frequented the starting lineup a year ago, while Brendan Raines earned valuable experience off the bench as a freshman. Justin Carter is exercising his 5th year of eligibility after the whole NCAA expanding the lineup seniors that year to go one more year. He's the only 5th-year senior starting in tonight's game. Lane averaged 3 assists per night, while Black was consistent in the paint, contributing 8 points and 7 rebounds in 26 minutes. Now on to the keys of the game for the Grizzlies. The first key to the game is establishing an identity. Last year, Franklin scored over 1,102 points, scoring about 73.5 points a game. Most of those points came in the paint. They were 47% on field goal points last year. A lot more scoring has to come outside in the arc. They were 91 of 272 on three-pointers last year with an average of 33.5%. They made 6.1 three-pointers a game. They went to the line 181 times out of 252 times they made it, with a percentage of 71.8% with 12.1 points a game on free throws. They had 620 rebounds last year and 166 assists, while also having 193 turnovers and 58 steals. So once again, establishing an identity for this Grizzlies team is key to start off their HCAC defending run this year. The second one, look for Matt Krause, as well as Ryan Wiggins, Carter Crow, and Lucas Swan for scoring options. Again, Matt Krause, tournament MVP, averaging 11.2 points a game and 10.2 rebounds. Look for him inside the paint to be threatening that Cardinal defense. And thirdly, shutting down Dallas Patrick, the forward for the Cardinals. Look to Ty Wright to be the defensive presence going against Patrick in tonight's game. Now on to the starting lineups for both teams. First up, the starting lineup for Otterbein head coach Andy Winters. It's his third year with the team. At forwards, he has number 3, Justin Carter, the fifth-year senior. He's 6'4" from Zanesville, Ohio. At forwards, number 42, Reed Black, the 6'6" senior from Wadsworth, Ohio. Now on the outside, you have the guards. Number 4, Dominic Cantrella, the freshman, 6 foot from Cincinnati, Ohio. Then you have Jake Justice, number 15, the 6-foot senior from Wadsworth. And once again, the leading scorer for the Cardinals last season, number 33, Dallas Patrick, the 6'2" junior from Ghana, Ohio. Now on to the squad led by second-year head coach Brian Leibowitz. At guards, he has the 6'5" sophomore from Union, Kentucky, number 5, T.J. Deere. And the guard, the 6'1" freshman from Avon, Indiana, number 10, Mitch O'Mara. Making his first start tonight for the Grizzlies. At forward, at number 24, Ty Wright, the 6'6" sophomore from Mooresville, Indiana. Look for him again to be on Patrick. Also have number 31, Ryan Wiggins at forward. He's a 6'6" junior from Brownsburg. And the tournament MVP also at forward, number 40, Matt Krause, the 6'5" senior from West Lafayette, Indiana. Once again, it's fans back in the stands for the first time in 626 days here at the Spurlock Center on the campus of Franklin College. It's your Franklin College men's basketball team taking on the visiting Cardinals of Otterbein. I'm Brendan Barg. I'll be with you all season as much as I can. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubler Automotive Group. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hero Automotive Group. Once again, it's the men's basketball home opener as visiting Cardinals of Otterbein take on your Franklin College Grizzlies. Let's go to the PA announcers. He announces starting lineups once again for this contest. Once again, it's great to have the fans back here for the first time in 626 days inside the Spurlock Center, making this place loud for the starting lineup between both teams. Franklinite wearing their home whites with the yellow lettering, while the Cardinals wearing red with gold. It looks like it will be Dallas Looks like it might be Reed Black will be taking the tip-off for the Cardinals, expecting a Matt Krause or Ty Wright to take over the opening tip-off for Franklin. It looks like they will go with Krause will be taking tip-off, it looks like. No, it will be Ty Wright. Wright will be taking the tip-off for Franklin. As the referee comes in the middle, time to get back underway of Franklin College basketball. Here comes the tip, and your Grizzlies win the tip-off as O'Mara takes a shot and keeps a hold of the ball. He'll take it over now to TJ Deere. He goes over to Krause. Krause inside to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Krause. Krause around the top side. Over to Wright. Wright now from the left goes back. Takes a shot back. Goes into Wiggins. Wiggins spins left. Goes right. Shoots and misses on the rebound. Rebounded there by Wright almost. It will be out of my balls that went off of Wright's fingertips. Franklin aggressive early against this Cardinal team. It looks like it'll be Jake Justice taking out. He'll go over to Justin Carter. Carter now over to Cantrella. Cantrella takes the ball past midcourt. Cantrella now to the left side near the logo. Getting help there from Black. Now over to Patrick. Back over to Cantrella. Carter. Over to Black. Black tries to go right. Has Ty Wright. Shepard turns around, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded by Franklin. That looks like it was Ryan Wiggins there with the rebound. First of the night for him. Now gives the ball back to TJ Deere. Deere to Krause on the right side. Krause inside. Deere shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded by, looks like Wiggins. He won't get it that time. It's taken over by Jake Justice. Justice now goes over to Cantrella. Cantrella now on the right side. Guarded there, but it looks like by O'Mara. O'Mara back. Black over to Patrick. Patrick now goes to Justice. Justice drives inside. He'll go out now to Cantrella. Inside. Shot. Cross. Looks like Wiggins shot again. Foul there. It will be the first foul for Franklin. It looks like it's going to be on TJ Deere, his first of the night. It will lead to 2 shots from the free throw line by the 6'6" senior Reed Black. 18:23 left to go in this first half. Already our first foul committed by TJ Deere. As Black sets up for his first free throw of the season. Black's first one is in, giving the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. Black gets the ball once again for a second shot. Bounces once, bounces twice, releases, and it goes in, giving the Cardinals a 2-0 lead. Matt Krause inbound for the Grizzlies. He'll go over to right. Right now back over to O'Mara. O'Mara down the court. Down from his right now goes left. O'Mara looking for options. Looks for Ty Wright. Gets it over to him. Right now goes around right. His guarded by Black. Inside to Wiggins. Wiggins looking back for options. Goes over to Deere. Deere jumps back to Krause for two. Off the rim. Rebounded by Dallas Patrick. He'll go now over to Carter. Carter now is on the left side. Backs up into a charge. And he will get the call. O'Mara draws the charge on Carter, and it will be Justin Carter's first foul of the night, team's first as well. Krause to inbound once again to Ty Wright. He'll give over to O'Mara. O'Mara now with the ball goes past half court. He's guarded there by Cantrella. Goes around inside, back over to Krause for three. Splash! Matt Krause looking ice cold in the veins, and he hits the first three-pointer of the season for the Grizzlies. It's 3-2 Franklin. Franklin now on the full court defense. Ball's now over to Carter. Carter back over now to Cantrella. Cantrella right side, drives in, tries to get around Krause. Goes outside, shot. But he steps out of bounds as he takes the shot, and it will be Franklin College ball. Krause inbound once again for the Grizzlies. He goes over to O'Mara. O'Mara now once with it. It looks like he is the starting point guard for the Grizzlies. He'll go to the left side, steps back now, goes between the legs. Back to the left again, gets the screen from Krause. Tries to go inside Krause, gets to Wiggins. Wiggins drives inside, guard by Black, shoots, and rebounded by Black there. And now Dallas Patrick leading scorer of the Cardinals in the Ohio Athletic Conference last season with it now. Goes around to the right, goes inside, goes to Black. Black steps back, shoots, and does not get the call. Shoots again with his own rebound and makes it. Going forward, three in favor of the Cardinals. O'Mara now with it once again off the rebound. Looks like there's a sub preparing to come on for Otterbein. Looks like there's two actually. Right inside goes the Krause. Krause now has a wide open O'Mara. Krause backs in, spins right, shoots on the jump back, doesn't make it, rebounded by Black. It's going to be a foul on, it looks like it will be Ryan Wiggins picking up his first, team second. Now Otterbein brings in two subs. They have the 5'9" junior from Lewis Center, Bryson Lane, and the 6'5" sophomore from Lewis Center, number 11, Ryan Cutler, in for Black. And it looks like Cantrella. Carter now goes over. He'll feed over to Justice. Now back to Carter. Now he goes over to Lane. Bryson Lane now goes over to Justice. Now to Patrick. He'll go now to Justice. Lane drives inside, and he will score his first points of the season. 6-3 Cardinals. O'Mara now calling the plays. He'll go to Krause. Almost stolen there. Shot Krause for three. Off the rim. It's a little short there. Rebounded by Patrick. Patrick now leads the Cardinal offense back across. That goes over to Lane. Lane on the far side to Jake Justice, who hits the three, and he goes 9-3 now for the Cardinals. O'Mara heavily guarded as he tries to get across half court. O'Mara now spins around the outside, backs up. Over to Ty Wright. Ty gets a screen from Wiggins. Wright drives in, looks, shoots for the jumper, and scores it for the Grizzlies. Ty Wright scoring two now. 9-5 now for the Cardinals as Lane brings it up court. Lane goes left. Thought about going to Dallas Patrick. Won't get there. Now drive there by Carter. Carter spins around, shoots around Krause, and he will make it. That's his second of the night. 11-5 now for the Cardinals. Otterbein also employing a semi-full court defense. O'Mara now comes across mid-court. Mara outside, looking for to Deer. Deer inside, Ty Wright shoots. Does get the foul there. He will catch something there. It will be 2 shots for Ty Wright as he draws the foul. That foul will go on Jake Justice, his first of the evening. 2 shots for Ty Wright as both teams prepare subs to come on into this competition. Ty Wright sets up his first free throw as the referee tells the Otterbein bench to sit down and calm down. Wright shoots and scores his first of the game. Checking in now for the Cardinals is a 6'4" freshman, MJ Davis, number 0. And it looks like the 5'11" sophomore, number 12, Brennan Raines. Meanwhile, for your Grizzlies, with a 5'8" freshman from Indianapolis, Reggie McDonald. And it looks like, as he misses that one, the 6'5" sophomore from Zionsville, Jackson Hughes. They checked in for Wiggins and O'Mara. Javis now goes over to Patrick. Patrick on the outside, he goes over to Raines. Shot by Davis. Rebounded there by Deer. Deer now. He'll get over to, it looks like McDonald. McDonald tries to go around side. He goes inside. That looks like trying to get around. Takes the shot and draws the foul. That is Jackson Hughes. And he'll go to the line for his first time tonight. Foul is on Ryan Cutler, his first, team's 3rd of the evening. So Jackson Hughes now sets up for his first free throws of the evening. Shoots his first, and it will go off the rim. He'll miss one there. 0 for 1 now at the line. Now shooting his second. He'll make that one, making it 11-7 in favor of the Cardinals. Davis, he'll now go over to the far side. That looks like to Lane. Lane looking for options. Gets help from Hanna. Hanna now drives in, shoots, and misses it. Rebounded there by Hughes. Hughes now, he gives it over to McDonald. McDonald drives in, goes to the right, goes right, shoots, and off the rim, rebounded by Hughes. Hughes shoots again, gets his own rebound again. That's 2 in a row. Tries to kick out. Stolen there, almost there. By downside, a shot inside, steps in there. There he goes. Reggie McDonald for his first points of the season and his first in a Franklin College uniform. Bryson Lane now goes outside. He'll go over to Davis. Lane now has it once again after a pass back from Davis. Lane brings it back around to the top. He'll go to Patrick. Patrick getting a screen there from his teammate. Covered by Wright. Patrick drives in, shoots, and off the rim. Rebounded by Lane. He goes over to Davis. Back to Lane. Lane now reads the offense for the Cardinals with 13-12 to go, leading 11-9. Goes to Hanna. Alex Hanna now at the outside. He goes to Raines. Raines sits around 1, goes back to Hanna. He shoots and scores the 2 as Alex Hanna got around them and got it right inside to Raines. Now, Reggie McDonald brings it back inside, goes to Krause. Krause being guarded, looks like, by Davis. He goes over, almost stolen there, but he'll get it back over to Jackson Hughes. Hughes now drives in, goes back over to Ty Wright. He has 11 seconds on the shot clock. Wright looking for 3. They'll go out of bounds. It will be Otterbein ball as subs come on now. Checking in for Otterbein will be return of Jake Justice and the first appearance of Anthony Holmes. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, it's the first appearance of Carter Crow, number 15, the junior for the Grizzlies, making his first appearance off the bench. Bryson Lane now with it. He'll go up court. Now goes to the side over to Davis. Davis back over to Lane. Goes inside to Holmes. Holmes back out to Lane. Lane tries to get around the outside. Goes out. Looking for Davis. Davis shoots a 3. Off the rim. Rebounded by Carter Crow. His first of the night. He'll now go to Ty Wright, who goes to McDonald. McDonald now leading the Grizzly offense back up the court, down 9-13, 12:04 left to go in the first half. Krause to right, on the far side, right now, drives in, looks, shoots, and off the rim, rebound by Matt Krause, as he has Davis all over him. Matt goes back outside to Carter Crow now to McDonald. McDonald resetting the offense up for the Grizzlies. Reggie McDonald back to midcourt, goes to the left side, gets a screen from right, now to the right. Shoots the jumper and scores for the Grizzlies. His second basket of the night, making it 11-13. Now, Lane back up the court for the Cardinals. Lane goes to left, he'll go over now to Raines. Raines over to Justice, who then kicks back to Lane. Lane drives in, goes outside to Raines for a long three-pointer, which he makes with ease, making it 11-16 in favor of the Cardinals. Reggie McDonald now brings the ball back up to half court for Franklin. Down 5. He now goes over to Hughes, to Wright. Wright and Krause, the only two from the starting 5 still in the game. Still in there by Raines. Raines drives and shoots and scores off the steal. And we will have a timeout for Franklin. It will be a 30-second timeout. So at the point of this timeout, Otterbein leads 18-11. Reggie McDonald on the court right now. For your Grizzlies, Reggie McDonald has 4 points, no fouls. Carter Crow, who just came in, hasn't scored yet. Jackson Hughes, 1 point off a field goal, off a free throw. And Ty Wright, 3 points. Matt Krause, 3 points. Franklin is 4 for 15 in field goals with a 26.7%, while Otterbein 7 of 14, shooting at 50% clip. Franklin 1 for 2 in free throws, while Otterbein's 2 for 4. Otterbein's made all of their free throws to Franklin's 2 of their 4. 2 turnovers for the Cardinals, 1 compared to the Grizzlies, with 2 points on the turnover, 3 on the turnover for Franklin, 11 rebounds, and 11 rebounds for Otterbein, 8 for Franklin. Franklin needs to get back into dominating the rebounding category. As now there's a sub getting ready to come on for Franklin. As it looks like McDonald will bring the ball back up court. Sub for Franklin will have to wait. McDonald now goes right, stops, looks for options. Who goes to the far side, gets a foul. And it will be the first on Dominic Cantrell, who's returned to the game after that timeout. And now sub on for Ty Wright, as it will be number 21. Onto the court, that's Jalen Love. McDonald now goes to left, goes back to the right side, getting assistance there from Hughes. McDonald shoots off the rim, rebounded there by Holmes. Holmes now with the ball, he'll go to the far side to Raines. Raines now with it, goes left, steps back, now over to Justice. Justice back to Raines, now over to Cantrella, who goes over to he shoots and scores. That's Raines again with another 3. Brennan Raines now with 5 points. Raines been a scoring option right now so far for the Cardinals. But as Raines has it back, that's Hudgens. He goes far side to Crow. Crow inside to Hughes. Hughes backs up, looking to spin. Spins around, shoots, and scores there for the Grizzlies. 21-13 now. As Justice now comes down the court with the ball. On the left side. Set the screen, he'll go outside to Holmes. Back to Justice, over to Raines, guarded there by Crow. Raines back outside, goes over to Cantrella. Cantrella drives in, shoots, and blocked. And it'll be a blocking foul on the Grizzlies. And it will be Jackson Hughes picking up his first of the evening. Team's third, as it will send Dominic Cantrella to the line. Cantrell shoots 1, makes it, as we have 4 subs coming on. Krause and Wright coming back on, as well as Ryan Wiggins and Lucas Swan coming back onto the court for Franklin. Swan making his first appearance of the night for the Grizzlies. Second shot, no good there, as Franklin leads it back down the court. Kraus now with after getting it from Swan. Kraus inside, goes to Wiggins. Wiggins now looking for options. Goes inside to Kraus, who goes back door, shot, and no, fouls is blocked, but Kraus gets it back on the second chance and makes it. Got blocked there by Justin Carter, but he was not prepared to get the rebound. Kraus was, got it back, puts it up for the second chance bucket, making it now 21-15 in favor of the Cardinals. Cantrell now with it as Coach Winters sets up his team. Cantrella on the right side goes out to Patrick. Patrick gets the screen, goes around, shoots, and scores there for the Grizzlies. His first bucket, or for the Cardinals' first bucket of the night for Patrick. Swan now to the right side to Kraus. Kraus being guarded hard by three. Kraus shoots and draws the foul. And he will go up to shoot two for the Grizzlies. That foul is going to go against Justin Carter, his second of the game. Team's fifth. 23-15, Matt Kraus to the line. Once again, if you're just joining us here in the game, Kraus averaging 11.2 points a game. Right now, he's sitting at 5 in tonight's contest. Kraus sets up for the first shot, and he will make that one with ease as we have subs coming on for Otterbein. It will be Ryan Cutler and Alex Hanna, number 11 and number 21, respectively, returning into the game for the Cardinals. As Kraus sets up for a second shot, he shoots and he makes it as well. Give him 7 on the night, making it 17-23 in favor of the Cardinals. Dallas Patrick now with the ball. He'll go to the far side to Justice. Justice now left, goes right, looking for Patrick. Now to the far right side, guarded there by Love. Goes on the inside to Cantrella. Cantrella now guarded by Love, is switched off. Back over to Justice. Justice now gets the screen, goes left, thinks about it, goes right. Justice, far side. Shots away, off the rim, rebounded there by, it looks like, Reed Black. Justice now to Patrick. He'll go back to this other side of Cantrella. Cantrella now over to Justice. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Black back to Justice. Justice drives in, shoots, and scores that one for the Cardinals. 25-17. Swan now pushing it up court. Now goes to Kraus. Inside to Wiggins. Wiggins thought about going back to Kraus, won't get it. Goes to Ty Wright. Ty Wright goes left. Goes right, guarded two, but gets it outside of Wiggins. Wiggins back outside to Jalen Love, who shoots the three off the rim, and it goes in! Jalen Love scoring his first three-pointer of the night, his first points for the Grizzlies, cutting it into a 5-point lead for the Cardinals. Inside bounce, actually loses it, almost stolen. It will be stolen there by Lucas Swan. Swan, first steal of the night, guarded by two, almost loses it, stays inside, does not travel there, finding options, he's held on to it. Goes over to Ty Wright. Wright now on the far left side. Wright gets a street from Kraus. Kraus looking for the pick and roll. Kraus goes back to the arch. Wright now holding it with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Now goes to Swan. Swan back to the top of the key and to the top of the court at mid-court. Swan gets a block, goes in, doesn't make it, but it's rebounded by Wiggins, who goes to left for another three! Off the rim that time, rebounded by Cantrella. Cantrella inside Dallas Patrick, who just goes, and the dunk there for the Cardinals as he had no defense against him there, making it 27-20 in favor of the Cardinals. Coach Leibowitz giving the orders now to Swan. Swan now relaying to the rest of the team. Swan to Kraus. Kraus on the right side. He's looking for Jalen Love. He will get to Love. Love now far side of Wiggins. Wiggins to Wright. Wright, left side. Drives in. Gets back up, pushes, it will be a foul. It's going to be a charging foul on Ty Wright. Coach Leibowitz not happy with the call as he's trying to figure out how that was a charging penalty against Franklin. And once again, the crowd being back here for the first time in 626 days, giving their exact feeling about that call as two subs come on for Franklin. It will be the return of TJ Deere and Jackson Hughes on for Love and Wiggins. Inbound goes to Cantrella. He'll go back to Justice. Justice has help on the far side with Alex Hanna. Hanna now goes inside, goes back now to Lane, who came in off of that one. Lane goes back to the top of the key over to Justice. Justice inside to Black, guarded by Wright. Black now far side over to Lane. Lane drives in far side, now goes over to Hanna. Hanna shoots and off the rim. Rebound by Black, who gets fouled on the and one. That foul's going to go against Hughes, and we'll send Black back to the line. Checking in now to the game for the Grizzlies is Mitch O'Mara. He'll come in for Swan. Ray Black, 6 points so far on the evening, sets up for his one here on the and one attempt. Black shoots, and he will make it. And it'll be a 10-point lead now for the Cardinals with 5.5 left to go in the first half. O'Mara now brings the ball up mid-court on the left side. Over to Krause on the right. Now over to Hughes. Back to O'Mara. O'Mara back over now to Deere. Deere steps back to Krause. Krause behind the line, trying to get help. Lost it. It will be a foul on Black. It'll be his second of the evening as he fouls Matt Krause on that play, and it will be an inbound play here for the Grizzlies. That's the team's sixth, his second foul of the evening. As Carter Crow checks back into the game for Franklin, he'll take the place to Ty Wright. Krause inbounds Amara, back to Krause. Krause now over to Deere. Deere's in there, will be a foul as it goes to, that's going to be on Hanna, his first of the night, seventh. We are now into bonus. That should be a 1-and-1 chance now for Matt Krause. As it looks like Brennan Raines checks back into the game for Jake Justice. As well as the return of MJ Davis into the game now for Cutler. Krause now the 1-and-1 opportunity. He was 2 for 2 perfect on his last trip to the line. Down 10. Krause shoots his first. Off the rim, rebounded there by Dallas Patrick. Call it the commentator's curse there for mentioning that one. Now, Lane brings the ball back up, goes over to Raines. Raines back to Lane. Lane thinks about right, goes left, goes to Raines. Raines drives in, back to Lane, now over to Patrick. Patrick being guarded there by Hughes. Shot away from Patrick, and he will make that over Hughes' head, making it a 32-20 game and a 12-point lead for the Cardinals. O'Mara now brings the ball back up court for Franklin. Thinks about going left. Double team now. Inside to Hughes. Hughes drives and goes to Deere, who shoots and doesn't get it. As it goes out of bounds, it will stay in possession of the Grizzlies as it went off the hands of both Black and Patrick. Sub coming back on it will be Ty Wright coming into the game for Carter Crow, as well as Wiggins coming in for Hughes. Franklin down 12, 4:33 left to go in this first half. Inbound by Omar to Krause, who shoots the two. Rebound there by Wiggins. Wiggins drives in, steps around, shoots, and scores it for the Grizzlies. 10-point lead now as Wiggins scores that one. That's his first bucket of the evening. Raines, far side, almost gets stolen there by Omar. Shot away by Lane. Off the rebounded by Ty Wright. He'll go to Omara. Omara down now the right side, drives in. Best back shoots and scores it there for the Grizzlies. And it will be a foul on Bryson Lane, his first foul, possibly of the evening. It might actually be a warning for, it looks like it might actually be a warning, no foul being awarded. But it looks like it is a warning against Bryson Lane. Maybe for overselling the fall down. Who knows? But as we continue back now, Dallas Patrick with it. He'll go over to Davis. Back to Patrick. He'll go to Raines. Raines back to Patrick. 3:55 left to go in the first half. 8-point lead now for the Cardinals. Back to Patrick. Over to Davis. Davis to Lane. Lane drives inside. Gets the screen from Black. Back out to Davis. Davis inside the Black. Black inside Davis. Shoots and scores it there. Extending it back to a 10-point lead. Timeout Otterbein. It will be... It will be a 30-second timeout. So we'll take a 30-second break. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. In this game, 3:37 left to go in the first half. It is 34-24 in favor of the Otterbein Cardinals. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. We're back outside timeout. We had a quick change in the scoreboard as it's now 35-24. As it looks like the score table missed a free throw attempt there by Otterbein. So it's now an 11-point lead for the Cardinals as we get back underway. O'Mara now with it, leading the Grizzly offense back across the court. He'll go far to the right side of Kraus. Kraus over to Deere. TJ Deere now that he'll spill left, go right, go left again. Spins back, steps back, now spins around, shoots, and in and out. Rebound by Ty Wright. He keeps it in bounds, shoots it, and he will pull the foul off of that one. Ty Wright making a little wizardry there as he hits Black to foul. That's Black's third foul of the game. Team's eighth foul. It's a two-shot now for Ty Wright. Currently with 3 points in the game and one foul. Ty Wright sets it for his first shot. He will shoot and misses it off the rim, a little short there. Now checking into the game for Otterbein is Jake Justice making his return in for MJ Davis, as well as Anthony Holmes coming into the game for the foul-troubled Reed Black. Wright now sets up for his second shot of this free throw trip. Wright sets up for the shot, shoots and scores that one, turning into a 10-point lead now for Otterbein. 35-25, 3:17 to go in this first half. Raines out on the left side. Goes now over to Lane. Lane drives left, goes over, loses it, that's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Franklin ball as Jake Justice lost it there on the pass. It was the last one to touch it, and Frank will take over. Kraus inbound, he'll go to O'Mara. O'Mara now to the left side. Goes over to Kraus. Kraus in for option, still go to Wiggins on the top of the key. Wiggins back to Kraus, over to Ty Wright, guarded by Patrick Davis. Wright has held Davis to only 4 points. That's how Patrick, he'll get a charging call on that, and Lewis is not happy again with the call. Wiggins picks up a foul. That will be his second, and the fans once again letting their displeasure known to the officiating crew on that. As I said earlier, Ty Wright holding Dallas Patrick leading scorer for Otterbein last year to only 4 points in this game so far. He hasn't done much in terms of scoring. Who they have not stopped, however, is Brendan Raines, who's had 8 points in the game, most of those coming from the three-point land. Holmes now over to Patrick, who shoots for a shot. He'll go in and out, rebound there by O'Mara. O'Mara now drives off his back of court, goes over to Deere. Deere spins around, shoots, and doesn't get it across, puts it in there on the jam. Deere laying it in there, doesn't make it. Back crosses there to sweep up the rebound and slam it back down for two. Putting it an 8-point lead now for Otterbein with 2:06 left to go in the first half. Lane now drives in outside, lost it there, goes over to Patrick. Patrick now drives inside, shoots, and over Ty Wright will make it. And it goes now to a 10-point lead for the Cardinals with under 2 to go in the first half. O'Mara now with the ball. He'll go to the far side of Kraus. He almost loses it there. Kraus over to Wiggins. Wiggins back to the top. He'll go to Deere. TJ Deere drives in. Gets around one. He'll pick up the foul there. That's going to be called on Anthony Holmes and will send TJ Deere to the line for the first time this evening. New sub coming on for Otterbein. He'll come in for Bryson Lane. It is Dominic Cantrella making his return to the court, as well as a return of MJ Davis for Brennan Rains. Deere now to the line on this trip. Grizzlies down 10 in the first half. Deere's first shot up is good, and he will take his second attempt now. Second shot for Deere is also good, cutting it down to an 8-point lead for the Cardinals with near 1.5 to go. Cantrella over to Patrick, now inside to Justice. Justice back outside over to Cantrella. Cantrella holds on, 18 seconds on the shot clock, 1:24 to go in the first half. Cantrella, left side, goes to the right, over to Justice. Justice now to Patrick. Down Patrick shoots over tie right, and he won't get that one. Rebound on ball, but he loses it, and it will go out of bounds in favor of the Cardinals. And Otterbein to inbound it with 1:10 to go in the first half. Their largest lead was 12 points. Franklin's been cutting into it, but can't quite seem to get there. Downs Patrick, thought about going for a three. Drives in now, goes around inside, and will get it there in time. The assist to Holmes. Going back to a 10-point lead. Timeout Franklin, and it will be a 30-second timeout. Let's go to a quick recap of the game on the statistics. Franklin 10 for 28 on field goals. Otterbein 16 of 28. Franklin's made 2 of their 4 three-pointers, 3 of 9 for the Cardinals. Franklin 7 of 11 at the free throw line, 4 for 5 for the Cardinals at the stripe as well. 4 turnovers for the Cardinals to Franklin's 3, with 5 of those points for Otterbein coming off the turnover, 3 only coming off for Franklin. 17 total rebounds for the Cardinals, 16 for Franklin. Franklin's getting back into the rebound race. 6 assists to Franklin's 2 for Otterbein, 1 block for the Cardinals, and 1 steal to Franklin's 2. 9 fouls for the Cardinals, 6 for the Grizzlies. The Otterbein bench outscoring Franklin's bench 19-10, and outscoring Franklin and second chance points, points in the paint, and fast break points. Brennan Rains leads the team with 8 points for Otterbein. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, that honor goes to Matt Krause as we're now under 1 minute. O'Mara over to Krause. We get back underway. Krause guarded by Davis. Back over to O'Mara. O'Mara looking for options. Sets back up on the top. Gets a screen from Krause. Drives in, shoots, and gets fouled hard there by Patrick. And that will send. Correction, that foul is going to go to MJ Davis. That'll be his first, but that will send Mitch O'Mara to the line for the Grizzlies. Down 2 now in the double bonus, as that's the 10th team foul for the Cardinals. O'Mara shoots the first one in and out, as now we have a return of Reed Black onto the court for Anthony Holmes. New sub on for Franklin as well. It looks like it is the first appearance of the 6'7" junior from Sweetser, Indiana, number 35, David Aarons. He comes in for Wiggins. Second shot now for O'Mara. O'Mara's shot goes in. Now a 9-point lead for the Cardinals with 43 seconds left to go in this first half. Cantrella brings the ball slowly up the court as he's running down the play clock and shot clock. We are now at 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Cantrella content with just holding the ball right here. For the last second played in the first half. Cantrella gets the screen from Black. Pushes off. Now goes over to Justice. Justice over to Black. Black back over to Cantrella. Shoots for 3. Off the rim. Rebounded by Justice at 10 seconds. 9. Justice now drives in. 6 seconds. Steps back. Gets around 1. Thought about the step back, shoots it there, won't make it, goes out of bounds, and that will be the end of the first half. Otterbein leading 39-30. First half stats, one's going to go back to the statistics. 10 for 28 for Franklin on field goals. Meanwhile, for Otterbein, 16 of 30. 3-point field goals, 2 for 4 for the Grizzlies, 3 of 11 for the Cardinals. Cardinals 4 for 5 at the line, while Franklin's only 8 for 13. 4 turnovers for the Cardinals to Franklin's 3, getting 5 off those turnovers. Franklin only scoring 3. 18 rebounds for the Cardinals compared to Franklin's 16. 7 of those rebounds for the Cardinals on the offense, 11 on defense. Meanwhile, for Franklin, 9 of those rebounds on the offense, 7 on the defense. 6 assists to Franklin's 2. 1 block for Otterbein, 1 steal, 2 steals for Franklin, and then 10 fouls for the Cardinals, 6 for Franklin. The bench outscoring Franklin's bench 19-10. Otterbein also outscoring Franklin 13-9, as well as 24-12 in the paint, and 7-0 on the fast break. Leading scorer for the Cardinals, once again, Brennan Rains. He's 3 for 3 in field goals, 2 for 2 in 3 points. He's a near perfect for the Cardinals. 1 assist. Reed Black had 7 points, 2 for 4 in the field goal, 3 for 3 at the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 fouls. And Dallas Patrick, 3 for 7 in the field goal range, 0 for 1 in 3-pointers. No free throws, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Meanwhile, for Franklin, lead scorer is Matt Krause, 3 for 8 in the field goal, 1 for 1 in his lone three-pointer attempt, 2 for 3 in the free throws, 2 rebounds for 9 points. Reggie McDonald, the freshman, 2 for 4 in field goals with 4 points, and that's all he's contributed so far in the game. And Ty Wright, 1 for 3 in field goals, 0 for 1 in 3-pointers, 2 for 4 on the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul, but most importantly, shutting down Dallas Patrick. We'll come back to the action here around 10 minutes for the second half. Keys to the game, as well as getting back into action here. And the home opener, as the Otterbein Cardinals lead your Franklin College Grizzlies 39-30. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. Welcome back to Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. As we're ready to start this second half, let's go to some second half keys to the game. First key to the game for the second half. Shut down Brennan Rains. Ty Rice did a fantastic job of shutting down last season's Ohio Athletic Conference leading scorer in Dallas Patrick. But when one gets shut down, another door opens, and that is Rains. Raining down threes as well as twos, being perfect in every shot he shot so far tonight, with one assist, 8 points. So they need to shut him down to begin with. Second and third keys to the second half go together. Franklin currently down 2 rebounds in the rebound race. They're getting most of the rebounds on the offense, but Otterbein just out cleaning the boards on them in the defense, 11-7. Need to get those rebounds on the defense as well as pick up second chance points, as Franklin only has 9 compared to Otterbein's 13. And points in the paint, 24 for Otterbein, 12 for Franklin. Matt Krause and Ryan Wiggins trying to get back up to get those points in the paint up by the end of this second half. Franklin is down 9, but Otterbein did get into double bonus at the end of that first half. As we get ready to go back now in this second half, we will get you the starting 5 for the second half here as soon as we are ready. We'll take another short break here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Huber Automotive Group. All right, welcome back once again to Grizz TV, brought to you by Huber Automotive Group. Let's go with what we have in the starting 5 right now for each team. First up for Otterbein, it looks like starting out this second half for the Cardinals will be Justin Carter, number 3, Dominic Cantrella, number 4, Dallas Patrick, number 33, 42, Reed Black, and number 15, Jake Justice on the floor first for Otterbein. Meanwhile, for Grizzlies, it looks like we're going back to the original starting 5 with Krause, O'Mara, TJ Deere, Ty Wright, and Ryan Wiggins. Starting 5 for the Grizzlies, and it looks like it'll be starting 5 as well for the Cardinals. Here we go, as we get back underway once again, it will be Otterbein ball to start this second half. As it looks like it'll be Justice inbounding it over to Cantrella. We're back underway here inside the Spurlock Center. Grizzlies down 9. Cantrella now on the right side as we switch sides of the court. Guard by O'Mara. He'll go inside over to Justice. Justice outside over to Carter. Carter gets the screen from Black. Carter shoots the open 2, and he will make it. Making an 11-point lead now for Otterbein. O'Mara now with it. Goes far side. Krause guarded there by Carter. Krause over to Deere. Deere back to Krause. Krause thought about going for a second 3 of the evening, but thinks better. He goes to Deere. Deere, Wiggins. Wright. Got the screen from Wiggins. Goes now to the right side. Goes inside now to Wiggins. Wiggins drives in. Shoots the hook shot. Goes in there for the Grizzlies here. First play of the night of the second half. 41-32, 9-point lead for the Cardinals. Cantrella over to Patrick. Patrick now over to Carter. He went to Justice now over to Cantrella. Cantrella now with it. On the right side, Cantrella over to the far side, over to Justice. Justice inside to Dallas Patrick. Dallas Patrick drives it on Ty Wright, goes back out to Reed Black, who shoots the 3 off the rim. Rebounded by No, as the official says, it went off of Ty Wright's hand last using a foot race with Dallas Patrick. 20 seconds now, putting the shot clock inbound for Otterbein. Looks like it'll be Cantrella taking it. Cantrella now. Inbound to Carter. Back to Cantrella. Over to Black. Black now over to Justice. Justice back to Black. Black. Left side inside of Cantrella. Shoots and scores there. Let's up hit the foul. There'll be a blocking foul there on Carter as he came up on O'Mara. And it will be his third of the evening, first of this half for the team. It looks like Reggie McDonald now checking into the game for, I believe, for O'Mara. So McDonald in for O'Mara. McDonald now taking over the point guard duty for this portion of the game. McDonald now brings the ball up half court. Gets inside. Jonah Wiggins. Wiggins picks it up as he almost lost it there. To Ty Wright. Back to Wiggins. Wiggins thought about it. Goes, drives inside. Guard by Black. Drives inside. Goes and gets the foul. And that'll be Reed Black's fourth foul of the evening. Second foul of the night for the Cardinals. That's putting that's Black's third foul of the night. Keeps him on, still in foul trouble. Inbound there to Matt Kuss, who drives in. Doesn't quite get it in there as he's guarded by Carter. And now it will be a drive, returning play now by Cantrella. Joe drives in, goes outside for Carter. Now over to Justice. Justice, thought about it, goes to Black. Black, now over to Patrick. Patrick goes left, gets the screen from Black, shoots and misses it. Rebounded by Krause. McDonald drives in, goes far side to TJ Deere. Deere, stop. He'll go back to McDonald. McDonald now with it. Down 11. McDonald over to Krause. Krause, right side, over to Wiggins at the top. Wiggins goes to Deere. TJ Deere, thought about a shot, drives in, shoots, loses it, and it will be out of bounds. As the call will not go Deere's way. And it will be an inbound play for the Grizzlies with 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Now by McDonald inside to Deere. Deere shoots and scores it there for the Grizzlies. 9-point lead now for Otterbein with 17:13 to go in the game. Now being brought up by Carter. Carter right side. Goes over to Justice. Now over to Cantrella. To Patrick on the far left side. Over to Black. Thinks on the three. Takes it. Doesn't get it. Be rebounded by Patrick. Now Patrick drives in, goes back out. Now back over to Justice, who does sink the three that time. As Franklin does not get the rebound that one. Now McDonald drives in, loses there, but does get fouled. And he gets fouled by Dominic Cantrella, who picks up his second foul of the evening. Now subs coming on for Franklin. Looks like it'll be the first appearance of the 6'4" freshman from South Bend, Indiana, Lynn King, number 30, as well as return of MJ Davis and Anthony Holmes for the Cardinals. Lynn King coming into now for Matt Krause. He will take over subs there. 4 men on the court. We have a problem with subs. Davis stays in. We had a conversation about substitutions. McDonald now inbounds, looking for options. He'll go over to Wiggins. Wiggins goes over to Ty Wright. Ty Wright drives in, backs up. Goes up to Wiggins for three. Sinks the three as a man in his face. Wiggins hits his first three of the night. Now back down to a 9-point lead for the Cardinals. Patrick now over to Justice, guarded by Ty Wright. Justice, looking for options. He now goes to the right side, back over to Patrick. Patrick drives in, guarded by Wiggins. Patrick goes to left, goes right, shoots the shot, and misses it. Rebounded there by Lynn King, his first rebound. Down to McDonald, over to Ty Wright. Ty Wright, far side, to TJ Deere. Sinks the three, that's 2 in a row for the Grizzlies. Deere cuts it down to a 6-point lead. McDonald fixes the net, and we have whistles as we have a sub coming on, and it will be Bryson Lane coming on for Cantrella. Grizzlies cut it down to a 6-point lead off of threes by Wiggins and TJ Deere. Now the inbound. Holmes goes back over to Justice. Justice brings the ball back as the crowd gets lively here to the Spurlock Center. Justice with the ball right side. Just now goes back over to Holmes. Justice back now, drives to the right, goes over to Lane. Lane to Patrick. Patrick now with the ball on the left side. Gets the screen. Pick and roll coming. Patrick drives in. Far side of Davis. And we get a traveling call on MJ Davis. And it will comes into the Grizzlies as Matt Krause comes back into the game for Lynn King, who made an impact in the first couple minutes he played in this competition. Franklin needs someone to inbound the ball. It will be Matt Krause coming near the Otterbein bench. Krause inbounds McDonald. Reggie McDonald inside, Ty Wright. Ty Wright spins around, sets back, shoots, and off the rim, almost rebound. It's going to be 2 shots for the Grizzlies, as it will be. As the sub was Krause for Wiggins, as Lynn stayed into the game, and it will be Ty Wright playing now for Ty Wright the line for Franklin. Ty Wright's first shot is off the rim. As it looks like Raines is now coming back in for the Cardinals' leading scorer in that first half. He'll come into the game for Jake Justice. Ty sets up for a second shot, and he will not get that second one. Rebounded by Otterbein. Oh, Lynn King had to say something about it. Raines now guarded by Deere. He'll go over to Patrick. Patrick now top side to Lane. Lane right side. Gets the screen help. Lane drives in, shoots, and makes it on that one. Making it now an 8-point lead. McDonald now gets the inbound. Has Krause and King to his right. King gets it. Goes to Deere. Deere back to McDonald. Getting the screen from Krause. McDonald drives in. Shoots. Missed it. Does not get the foul he wanted. And this rebound by Otterbein. Bryson Lane now drives on the court, guarded by McDonald. Lane now with it. Gets the screen. Now outside to Davis. Davis shoots and will miss it. Rebounded there. No rebound, but it says off the hands of Anthony Holmes. Sub now. Ryan Wiggins comes back into the game, taking the place of Ty Wright, who's going to take down for a breather. As well as it looks like Justin Carter now in for MJ Davis for Otterbein. 14:43 left to go in this game. 48-40 in favor of the Cardinals. It looks like we're going to have a close one here tonight, folks. Krause inbounds to King. King over to McDonald. We have a whistle. This is going to reset the shot clock. Krause to inbound for Franklin. Krause over to King. King goes McDonald. McDonald spins right, now up court. Slows it down. Goes to Krause. Krause inside to Wiggins. Wiggins looking for options. Going to Krause. Has to hold on. McDonald drives around. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Back over to Wiggins. Wiggins drives inside, shoots for the rolling in, scores! Ryan Wiggins scores once again for the Grizzlies, dropping down to a 6-point lead with 14:11 to go. Now as the drive in, Lane comes on the far left side. Trying to get a screen from Holmes. Gets it. Still guarded. Now goes to Raines. Raines to Patrick. Has Holmes inside. Patrick drives in, shoots, and doesn't make a rebound by Matt Krause. Now goes to McDonald. McDonald now left side, far side. TJ Deere brought by the 3 and gets the foul on Raines. And it will be a spot foul. And it will be an inbound as Raines picks up his first foul of the game, 5th for Otterbein in this half. Jake Justice now checking in for Dallas Patrick. as we have a little short lull here as we get ready to continue on this second half. McDonald to inbound. Goes over to Deere. Deere shoots it off the inbound and scores! Deere cuts it down to a 4-point Otterbein lead with 13:44 left to go. Justice now, right side, goes over to Lane. Lane trying to get the screen from Holmes. Doesn't quite help. Lane now drives right, goes back to Justice. Justice thought about it now, goes over to Carter. Carter back to the top, over to Lane. Lane getting a screen from Carter. Back over to Justice, inside to Carter. Pound Wiggins, which he will make it and get back up to a 6-point lead. 50-44, 13-15 left to go. King now it goes back to McDonald. McDonald now brings the ball back up court. Past half court over to King. Almost out there for wide with 3. King spins around right. Steps back. Goes out to Wiggins. A backdoor shot and blocked there. As is no call, will be staying inbounds. Wiggins blocked there by Holmes. Was also there. Justice now over to Carter. Carter over to catch up off the leg. It's going to be a kick ball. It will stay in favor of Otterbein as Ty Wright and O'Mara come back into the game for the Grizzlies, taking the place of Deere and McDonald. Inbound now here by Bryson Lane. Over to Carter. Carter guarded by Krause. Carter tries to go right, loses it. Stolen there by the Grizzlies as we go into Wiggins. Now to O'Mara. O'Mara back up court over to Lynn King. Lynn King went right, goes inside for Ty Wright. Ty Wright spins around, goes left, goes right, shot, and off the rim. Rebounded by Carter as Krause flying in. Carter now drives it up. Pass midcourt. Runs right in. That's going to be a charging call on Justice Carter. Justin Carter, his 4th foul of the game. 7th for the team, putting the Grizzlies into bonus. Putting the Cardinals into bonus. Franklin. One more time, I'm sorry, fans. 6 fouls for the Cardinals. 1 away from bonus, 50-44. O'Mara now driving to the right side. Calling the plays now. O'Mara back up to the top. Guarded by O'Mara. Drives in, shoots, and scores the basket there. 4-point lead now for the Cardinals once again. Bryson Lane now drives it to the right side. Now over to Carter. Carter thought about it. We'll go back over to Lane. 3-man swing coming in for the Cardinals at the next option of play. Justice now over to Carter. Gets the screen from Holmes. Carter shoots and misses it. Rebound there by Lynn King. King goes to O'Mara. Fans call the air ball chant. Now to Krause. Krause back to O'Mara. O'Mara sets it up. Thought about going right, lost it there. Gets a screen from Krause. Back out to Krause for 3! Splash for Matt Krause, his 2nd 3 of the night. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc as he cuts it down to a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. Timeout, Otterbein, their 1st of the half, and it will be a full timeout. Let's go to the players' individual stats. First up for Otterbein. On the court right now, Justin Carter, 6 points, 4 fouls. He's now in foul trouble. Bryson Lane, 4, no fouls. Brennan Rains, number 12, 8 points, 1 foul. 15 fouls to Jake Justice, 8 points, 2 fouls. Number 15, Jake Justice. 24, Anthony Holmes, 2 points, 1 foul. For your Grizzlies, Mitch O'Mara with 5 points, 0 fouls. Ty Wright, 4 points, 1 foul. Lynn King hasn't picked up a point or a foul yet. Ryan Wiggins, 9 points, 2 fouls. And Matt Krause, 12 points, no fouls. Leading Otterbein still in stats is Brennan Rains and Jake Justice, both, and Dallas Patrick, all with 8 points. But for Franklin, Matt Krause leading the way, 12 points. TJ Deere with 9. Deere being 2 for 2 from free throw and 1 from 1. The 3-point lane, as well as Ryan Wiggins, 1 for 1. But Matt Krause, 4 for 10 for the field goal, but making it count in the 3-point area, going a perfect 2 for 2 through the free throws. 12 points total. Franklin going from as low as 12 points behind, now bringing it back to 1 with 11:29 to go in the second half of the game. As we now get prepared to go back underway. Otterbein gets it back. That will be Cantrella, who came into the game on a 3-man swing. Cantrella now to the far left side, guarded by Omar. Gets the screen from Black. Omar now far side over to Justice. Justice inside the Black. Black guarded by Wiggins. And we have foul on Wiggins as Wiggins doesn't know what he did. And that will be his 3rd foul of the evening, first of the night. The fans really let our official know, as he's been a part of a lot of controversial calls against the Grizzlies. Cantrella now to inbound, looking for Patrick, guarded by Ty Wright. He will get over to Hannah, who gets the Justice now over to Cantrella. Cantrella over to Ryan Black, back to Cantrella. Getting the screen. Trying to get around Wiggins. Outside, stolen there by Ty Wright. Ty Wright with a 3-on-2 fast break. Made that fall to Ty Wright. Jumps, shoots, and doesn't get it, but he will pick up the foul. And that's going to go on Alex Hannah, his 3rd foul of the evening. Otterbein 7th, putting us into 2 shots, but any other foul now 1-1. Ty Wright now at the line once again. Wright has been 2 for 6 from the line so far this evening. As he bounces the ball twice, spins it around, gets ready for the first shot, and he makes the first one, tying this ball game up at 50 apiece. Ty Wright now lines up for his 2nd shot to take the lead in this contest. Wright's second shot is up, and it is off the rim, rebounded there by Hannah. He'll get over to Cantrella, who brings the ball back up past midcourt. 10:48, tied ball game for the first time since the very beginning of this competition. Cantrella gets the screen from Black. Thought about it, doesn't go for it. Now to Hannah. Hannah over to Patrick. Guarded by Ty Wright, who's done a great job defending him tonight. Inside to Reed Black on Wiggins. Reed Black shoots and makes that one, giving them a 2-point lead. Omar brings the ball back up court, now over to Matt Krause. Matt Krause, left side, has help from Lynn King, goes to Lynn King. Lynn King goes around the outside, drives in, shoots, and no good. Oh, the rebound doesn't get it that time, but it's rebound by Reed Black. Reed Black now goes to the far side, over to Justice. Justice drives in. Over to Reed Black, now over to Patrick. Guarded by Ty Wright, doesn't make the shot, rebound there by Justice. Swings back outside, goes to Hannah. And that's going to be a blocking foul, and he makes the end one as well. That's going to be Omar's 1st foul of the evening, and we'll send Alex Hannah to the line for the and 1 to make this a 5-point, to try and make this a 5-point lead. Makes the shot. He will make it. It's a 5-point lead now. As McDonald checks in for O'Mara now. Five-point lead now for Otterbein, under 10 to go. Officials say the score is now good on the scoreboard. We are back underway. McDonald now with it. He'll bring it up. He's guarded by Hannah. He does go to Matt Krause. Big man now with the ball. Krause back over to McDonald. 19 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald gets help. Right side goes over there. That looks like it is Jackson Hughes. Hughes over to Deere. Deere spins, goes right, goes left. Now to Krause. Krause, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ty Wright. Sets back, shoots the 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Otterbein. That will be Cantrella. Cantrella goes right, now goes left. Guarded by McDonald. Now over to Justice. Back to Cantrella. Over to Black. Cantrella now with it once again. Cantrella drives in. Thought about, misses it, goes to Patrick. Patrick trying to get around. Patrick shoots, and he won't get that one either. McDonald with the rebound. McDonald now driving it up. Goes over to TJ Deere. Shoots the 3. off the rim, rebounded by Justice. Now Otterbein slows it down, goes over to Cantrella. Cantrella now on the left side. Looking for options, has Justice on the far side. Holmes, Black, and Patrick. Cantrella now spins right, goes over to blocked there by Matt Cross as the shot was going away there by Black. Now it goes over to Holmes, back outside going for Justice for three, off the rim, rebounded by Patrick, goes behind the back, and it will be a jump ball situation, and that means possession goes to Franklin on the jump ball. Franklin now takes possession back with 8:28 left to go in this game. Down 5 to bring it back up to a dead tie at 50. Kraus inbounds to McDonald. Double team now. Goes to Kraus. Kraus drives inside. Looks, shoots, slams it down in there. There's a little hang off the rim. Kraus takes it himself from mid-court, drives it in and slams it down. 3-point lead now for the Cardinals as the fans go crazy. Cantrell drives in around McDonald. Now goes to Justice. Justice trying to go for a three. Gets the screen from Black. Justice back across, looking for options. Goes to Cantrella. Cantrella gets the screen. And there will be a foul there. And that'll be on Jackson Hughes, his third of the night. Team's third. It will be an inbounder. Now O'Mara and Wiggins come back in for Hughes and McDonald, as well as a return of Bryson Lane and MJ Davis for Cantrella and Cutler. 3-point lead now for the Cardinals on the inbound. Inbound by Lane. He'll go to Patrick. Patrick thinks about the three, drives in. Gets the call, and it's going to be no good as it's a shot foul, as it's going to be a foul there on the floor. And that will be Ty Wright picking up the foul, as they're saying he pushed. That's going to be the fourth foul of the game, of this half for the Grizzlies, and that is Ty Wright's second foul of the night. Let's have a little stoppage in play here for a cleaning, as the coach doesn't think that the floor is clean enough. Matt Krause reached his hand over to help him out. The coach kind of gave him out a little push away on that one and told him, I don't need your help with that cleaning of the floor at all. Now inbound once again for the Cardinals. Goes to Black. Black now drives in. He'll cook back out to Justice. Now over to Lane. Lane guarded by O'Mara. Now inside for Reed Black. Reed Black spins around, shoots, and makes that one as Cross trying to go in for it. Now, 5-point lead for the Cardinals once again. O'Mara brings it back up, 7.5 left to go in this contest. O'Mara fakes right, goes left, spins around, goes out to Wiggins for three! Off the rim, rebounded by Patrick, who almost runs his own teammate. We now got a jump ball situation. It's going to be a foul. And that's going to be a foul picked up by TJ Deere, his second of the game, team's fifth. Coach Leibowitz not happy with the call. No official's going to talk to him as officials talk to Coach Winters. But we get back underway. Bryson Lane now goes to the right side. Lane gets a screen from Reed. Backs out, goes to MJ Davis. Inside for Reed, guarded by O'Mara. It's a mismatch there on the inside. Davis thinks about it, goes outside. Goes over outside now to Justice. Justice drives in, almost loses it. Now back outside to Lane. Layson drives in, shoot, and scores that one there for the Cardinals. As we now get a timeout with a 7-point Cardinal lead. Full timeout for Otterbein. We will take the full timeout break here. It's 59-52 Otterbein with 6:53 left to go in this competition. You're watching Franklin College men's basketball on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And we're back here on Grizzly, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. Listen, you almost missed the fans there. They are cheering loud for the Grizzlies. As we get back underway with 6:52 left to go, Franklin down 7 points. O'Mara now with it. He will bring the ball back up court for the Grizzlies. O'Mara gets the screen from Wiggins and from Kraus. Kraus side back going for the three. Looks for options inside to Wiggins. Wiggins spins right, shoots on the hook shot, and off the rim, rebounded by Patrick. And he will hold on to it. Now goes over to Lane. Lane now on the right side of the court. He will go now over to Justice. Justice back to Patrick, now over to Lane. Lane now with on the right side. He will now go left, drives inside, goes outside. Now over to Patrick as the ball briefly went to Justice there. Patrick shoots and scores the wide open shot there. Needing a 9-point lead for the Cardinals. Ty right now with it. Drives right, drives in, shoots, doesn't get the foul call there as Black holds on to it. Goes out, he'll go now over to Bryson Lane. Again, 9-point lead for the Cardinals, 5:49 left to go in this contest. MJ Davis over to Bryson Lane. Bryson Lane drives in, backs up, back over to Davis. Davis now over to Patrick. Patrick goes right, shoots. As there's a charging call at MJ Davis. Davis picks up his second foul of the game as McDonald checks back into the game for O'Mara. Kraus now to McDonald to resume play with a little over 5.5 to go in this game. McDonald over to Kraus. Kraus to Wiggins. Wiggins, far side, TJ Deere drives in, shoots the jumper, makes it there for the Grizzlies. 7-point lead now for the Cardinals. Now brought up by Justice, now over to Lane. Lane, left side, has Black up top. Lane gets the screen from Black, looking for the pick and roll. Patrick shoots the three, makes that one over Ty Wright's head, making it now a 10-point lead for the Cardinals. McDonald slows it down, calls the play from Leibowitz. Over to Kraut. Wiggins over to Ty Wright. Ty Wright to McDonald. Trying to get the screen from Wiggins. McDonald drives through, loses it there. No one on defense. Is it going to Davis, who slams it down to make it a 12-point lead as the Franklin Grizzly fan was calling. And Franklin will take a timeout now, down 66-54 with 4.5 to go in this contest. Franklin needs to dig out of this hole to go for the win, as nobody was on defense there for Dallas Patch to slam it down. He now has 15 points in this contest, most of them coming here in the second half. Otterbein made 20 of their 53 field goals. Franklin only 20 of their 48. 5 for 8 on three-pointers for Otterbein, but 5 for 10 for Franklin on theirs, as well as 5 for 6 for Otterbein on free throws, 9 to 17 for Franklin. 10 turnovers so far in this game for Otterbein, 7 points off turnovers for them, 4 for Franklin with 10 points off the turnovers. Otterbein still in the rebound section. 35 total rebounds of Franklin's 22. 23 of those rebounds coming on defense, with most of Franklin's also going on defense with 13. 11 assists for the Cardinals, 7 for the Grizzlies, 3 blocks, 2 blocks for Franklin, and 4 steals for the Grizzlies, 2 for the Cardinals. The bench still outscoring Franklin's bench 23-10, as well as outscoring them in second chance points 21-9 and 40-22 points in the paint, but Franklin closing in on the fast break points 9-4. Matt Kraus still leads the Grizzlies with 14 points, while Dallas Patchen has now taken over his role as number 1 scorer with 15 points coming off of 7 field goals and 1 3, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Franklin to inbound, full court defense employed for the Cardinals with 4.5 to go. O'Mara brings the ball up court, goes inside for Wiggins, almost loses there but keeps it. Wiggins goes to Deere. Deere drives in, shoots, and off the field roll, scores there. Bring it back to a 10-point game, 4:16 to go. Lane, right side. Stays to the right. Guarded by Omar. Now inside over to Carter. Carter drives in, spins around, shoots over Kraus. Makes it there, back to a 12-point lead. O'Mara now with it once again. Tries to go outside. He will to Matt Kraus. Kraus to Deere. Has two on him. Shoots the long three off the rim. Rebounded by the Cardinals, and that will be Bryson Lane. Lane now right side. Coach Winters hopes to slow it down. Lane right side goes over to Justice. Justice now with it. Now far side to Carter. Back over to Lane. Lane to the bounce. Patrick shoots it and scores it there, taking over this game as he was held in the first and now coming alive in the second, 71-56. Ty Wright drives in, shoots off the field roll, doesn't make it, and doesn't get the rebound for Franklin either. Carter drives inside, going up for Patrick, who misses the dunk attempt, but the Cardinals will stay in possession with it. Lane slows it down, 2:50 to go in the competition. Franklin down 71-56. Lane now to the left side, looking for help. Gets the screen from Black. Lane drives into our side now to Carter. Carter steps out of bounds. It will be Franklin ball. Franklin down 15 right now to the Cardinals. A little over 2.5 to go. O'Mara now with it once again. Franklin not really getting into the fall in this recent period as Ty Wright loses the ball, and it will go back to Otterbein. Wright and O'Mara not on the same page. Timeout Franklin, and it will be a full timeout for Coach Leibowitz's squad. We will take the full break here on this timeout, and then we will not be taking a break for the last 2.5 minutes of this game. So, full timeout, Franklin down 15, 71-56 to Otterbein. You're watching Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. And here we go, final 2:30 here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive. Franklin down 71-56 to the Cardinals of Otterbein. All on the inbound, Franklin now in the full court defense. Lynn King back into the game for the Grizzlies. As Otterbein now called timeout as they could not get something to go there. So once again, we'll go into the player stats here. As once again, for Otterbein, Dallas Patrick leads the team with 18 points. 8 points on 18 tries in the field goal. 8 out of 18 on field goals, 2 for 4 on 3-pointers, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Reed Black, 4 for 9 on field goals, 0 for 2 for 3-pointers, but perfect at the stripe. 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 fouls for 11 points. And Justin Carter, 4 for 5 on field goals, no 3-point attempts yet, no free throws. 3 rebounds and 4 fouls with a point total of 8. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, Matt Kraus leads the team with 14 points, 5 for 11 from the field goal. For field goals, 2 for 2, perfect at the 3-point, and 2 for 3 at the stripe. 3 rebounds, no assists, 14 points. TJ Deere, 5 for 9 in field goals, 1 for 3 in 3-pointers, 2 for 2 from the stripe. 2 fouls, 13 points. And Ryan Wiggins, 4 for 10 in field goals, 1 and 2 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, 3 fouls, 9 points. Now as a bit back underway here. That looks like it is Bryson Lane with the ball here as he drives up court for the Cardinals. 2:21 to go. Lane content with holding on to it for a long time. Coach Lee was calling his team on the play. Lane guarded by McDonald. McDonald staying on him. 11 seconds to go. Lane drives in, spins back out, gets the screen there from Carter. Goes to the far side now. Drives into Carter. Carter drives in, shoots, and won't make it that one as he was guarded there by Krause and King. Making it a 17-point lead now for the Cardinals with under 2 to go. McDonald now goes right side of Krause for 3. Been there once again, Matt Krause. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Cuts it down as there's now a foul there. As there's going to be a foul called there on Trey Flatt, who's making his first appearance in this game. His first, team 6th. $73-59 now. Over 1.5 to go in this contest. Inbound for the Cardinals. Far side, almost loses it there. Lost it that time, goes to the ground. It's a rugby scrub, and it will be jump ball situation. Coach Lee was not happy, and the fans on the far side. The fans giving an earful now to Jake Justice. Inbound now for Justice. He's trying to go for Carter. Goes now far side, Bryson Lane. Inside, stolen there by Ty Wright. McDonald now the ball. He drives right now, goes left, drives inside, shoots, and scores there for the Grizzlies. 73-61, 1:20 to go in the contest. Clock winding down here. Franklin needing more buckets in a short amount of time. As there's now a foul there once again. And how that is a trip to the line on that one, I will not understand, as Franklin has not got one of those yet. But it is a trip to the line for Otterbein. As a sub now comes on, Brennan Rains for the Cardinals. He'll come in for Bryson Lane, as well as TJ Deere and Wiggins in for Flatt and King, as Cantrella goes to the line with a 12-point lead with 1:09 to go. 1-1 chance here for the Cardinals. He makes the first one. 13-point lead now for the Cardinals. Second shot for Cantrella is good. 14-point lead now. 1:09 to go. McDonald, Grizzlies now moving some urgency as they are getting close to under 1 minute to go. Screen from Krause. Will be a kick ball there by the Cardinals, and Frank will inbound it from their own end of the floor with exactly 1 minute to go in the game. McDonald looking for the inbound. Can't find options. Far side, Tia Deere drives in, shoots, finger roll, doesn't get it, but try it right with a second chance point there. Timeout Franklin, as they cut it now to a 12-point lead. 56 left to go. 56.6 left to go in this game. 12-point Otterbein lead. Many of the fans still here cheering on the Grizzlies. Next up on Grizz TV, we'll be having the women's basketball home opener, as your Lady Grizzlies will take on visiting Olivet on Friday night with a 7 o'clock start time in that game. The men's team after tonight will not come back home again until the doubleheader in December on the 4th, when they take on the visiting Yellow Jackets of Defiance. So a long road trip for the Grizzlies between this home opener and their next time here inside the Spurlock Center. Meanwhile, the women's team once again starting this Friday against Olivet. Then on November 23rd, they'll play against visiting Principia. And then December 1st will take on Transylvania in their first game in HCAC conference play. Before they will also take on Defiance on December 4th with the men's team. And here we go, 56.6 to go, 12-point Cardinal lead. Justice, looks going to get to, he'll give it over there to Lane. Lane now back over to Justice. Justice double teamed by Lynn. Foul there now by Ty Wright. That'll be his third. And that will send Cantrella to the line as Brennan Raines comes in for Lane, as well as Deere and Wiggins for Flat and King. Cantrell was in the line. He was perfect in his last trip. First shot here, also good. 13-point lead now for Otterbein. Second shot, no good. Ty Wright on the rebound. Wright drives down, goes right, goes through three, loses the ball there, and it will be a jump ball situation, and Franklin will take possession of it. No confusion there on the possession arrow, as it was not changed properly the last time possession changed. But it is Franklin ball on an inbound. Wiggins to inbound for the Grizzlies. Wiggins goes to McDonald. 38 seconds. McDonald drives around left to the left side. Drives inside once again. Shots away. No good, but he does draw the foul on Rain. Correction. That foul will be on Carter. That's his fifth. And that means Justin Carter is out of this game with 5 fouls. He'll come out with 10 points to his name in this competition, as Black will come in for him. And McDonald is at the line. McDonald's only got 6 points right now in this game. Needs to make to both of these to keep the Grizzlies alive. Doesn't make his first, going for a second. Subs now in. King and Flat back in for Wiggins and Deere, as well as Donald, second shot, no good. Rebounded by King. King outside, going across. 3-point for Flat. Flat shoots. Flat scores the three. He cuts it down to a 10-point lead. Flat's first point of the game. Big three-pointer put the Grizzlies back within 10. 26.9 to go. Great rebound there by Lynn King to give the Grizzlies a chance there to make that three-pointer. As both coaches now have their teams in the huddle, Coach Leibowitz and Coach Winters giving their team their marching orders for these last 26 seconds. Otterbein will inbound it here. Franklin probably looking to foul them as quick as possible and foul the right person for missed shots, or a possible steal as well. Franklin needing 10 points to tie it up in 26 seconds. It can happen. It's very possible. Foul there by Flatt. That will be his second foul of the competition. And that will send Bryson Lane to the line. As Deere, Wiggins, and O'Mara come into the game for Franklin, as well as Davis and Brennan Raines for the shooter. It is a 1-and-1 for the Cardinals. Bryson Lane now at the line, shakes the first shot, doesn't make it! Kraus with the rebound, now goes to O'Mara. O'Mara drives down the court, right side, drives in, shoots, doesn't make the shot. Rebound there by Cantrella, and that will put a stamp on this game. As the clock winds down, that's the final now. Otterbein wins 76-66 in the home opener of this game. Now on to post-game stats. Otterbein was 30 for 57 field goals, 6 for 19 in three-pointers, and 8 for 11 in free throws with 12 turnovers, 9 points off of turnovers, 39 total rebounds, 26 on defense, 13 on offense, 12 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 19 fouls. Bench scored 23 points, second chance points 21, and 44 points in the paint with 9 points off of the fast break. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, 25 for 57 in the field goal, a 43.9% field goal percentage. 7 of 13 for a 53.8 percentage, and 9 of 19 for 47% on the stripe. 5 turnovers, 12 points off of the turnover, 26 total rebounds, 11 on offense, 15 on defense, 9 assists, 2 blocks, 5 steals, 15 fouls, 15 points by the bench, 14 second chance points, 28 points in the paint, and 6 fast break points. Leading scorer for the Grizzlies was Matt Kraus, 17, 6 for 12 from the field goal, 3 for 3 from behind the arc, 2 for 3 from the stripe, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. TJ Deere with 13, 5 for 10 on the field goal, 1 for 3 from 3, and 2 for 2 from the stripe with 2 fouls. And Ryan Wiggins, 9 points, 4 for 10 from the field goal, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, 6 rebounds, 3 fouls. For Otterbein, leading scorer was Dallas Patrick, 8 for 18 on field goals, 2 for 4 on the three-pointers, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. That gives him a double-double because he scored 18 points. Also double-double for Reed Black as he scored 11, 4 for 9 from the field goal, 0 for 2 from the three-point line, but 3 for 3 from the stripe with 10 rebounds, 2 assists. And Justin Carter, 10 points, 5 for 6 from the field goal, 3 rebounds, and 5 fouls. 3 stars of the game. First star will go to Reed Black, who held court down the paint for Otterbein with 10 rebounds to his name. Second star is going to go to Matt Kraus with his perfect 3 for 3 from three-point and leading the team in points. And the first star will go to the Ohio Athletic Conference leading scorer from last year, Dallas Patrick, 8 for 18 in the field goal, but scoring 18 points and getting the double-double with 10 rebounds. Once again, Franklin now 0-1 in the season, will be back at home in December when they take on visiting Defiance. But their next game will be a doozy as they will now go on the road on the 20th to take on Aurora at Aurora. Then on the 23rd, they'll be at Center and then at Bellarmine on Sunday, November 28th, before going to Transylvania for their first HCAC game against the Pioneers and then back at home against Defiance. Next up here on Grizz TV will be this Friday, as the women's basketball team will have their home opener at 7 o'clock when they take on visiting Olivet in the first game of the season for at home for the team. Their first game overall will be that home opener, and then they'll be on the road at Center for the Center College Tournament in Danville, Kentucky. For Grizz TV, my name is Brandon Barger. Thank you once again for tuning in to watch basketball here on Grizz TV, brought to you by the Hubel Automotive Group. I'd like to tell you all good night and be safe.